before there was a throne, there was a stone, a splinter of the deep earth thrown up from the planet's molten heart during the first breaking of the world. The old ones found it there, in that cavern, a shard of obsidian so black it drank the light, so cold it frosted the air around it. They said it hummed, a low vibration, barely audible, felt in the bones rather than heard by the ear. And those who stood closest to it began to dream of a voice, ancient, patient, waiting. The first king understood what he had found. The old god in the stone was a thing of immense power, formless, ravenous, bound to neither flesh nor time. It would consume the world if left unsealed. So the first king made a bargain. He raised the shard from the deep earth and set it in the obsidian hall. He forged a throne around it, not to sit upon as a symbol of power, but as a cage. The priests bound the old god to the stone with blood and iron, sealing it in the obsidian, making the throne its prison. And the old god, the voice in the stone, accepted this. It had been alone in the dark for eons. It preferred the company of kings to the silence of the earth. But the bargain had a clause the first king never spoke aloud. The old god would give counsel, grant power, share its ancient knowledge, but it demanded company. It fed on the minds of kings. Every ruler who sat upon the obsidian throne would hear its whispers night after night, year after year, until the voice was all they could hear. The first king ruled for 40 years and died in his sleep, his face peaceful. But his son, the second king, ruled for only 6 before he was found walking the mirror hall in the dark, speaking to reflections that moved when he did not. Each king grows mad in their own way. Some hoard gold, some declare war on shadows, some forget their own names, but they all share one thing. Before the end, they all beg the same question. Was the throne my cage, or was I the throne's? Today, the usurper Vale sits the throne, and the whispers have found him too. He does not sleep. He does not trust his own reflection. 6 months into his reign, and already the hollow look has claimed his eyes. The old god feeds. But far to the north, in the frozen wastes beyond the iron gate, a woman carries a shard of obsidian in her pocket. A piece of the original stone hidden away when the first king raised the throne. It does not hum for her, not yet. But it is warm against her thigh, even in the bone cold of the wastes. The old god does not know she exists, but the stone remembers. The legend of the Obsidian Throne is not a story about power. It is a story about a hunger older than the kingdom and the price every king must pay to keep it fed. The throne does not make kings, it consumes them. And somewhere in the north, a woman with a warm shard in her pocket means to break the cycle or join the voices in the stone.